Hey you guys, this is Tatiana again. Hello, hello. So I'm gonna make a frequently asked questions. This is probably gonna be like part one of many because I have so many comments and I try to go through and like comment back the best I can on each one. Sometimes they're just repetitive questions and I feel like if I skip a comment because I've answered the question already, it doesn't really help the person. So I'm just gonna make a video. So this is a video over the frequently asked questions I get about Arise. um, I'm just answering your questions. So if you hear it, it was probably you talking to you. Okay, so how much does the IBO get paid? This is a very wide question because what do you mean how much does the IBO get paid? IBOs are just like you as independent contractors, and I guess it depends on whether you are an IBO yourself or whether you are a CSP. So to elaborate, independent business owners, we pay for many things. We had to pay to get our company incorporated. We had the EIN was free, but we also have to pay for our training just like you guys. So how much do we get paid? If you're speaking, how much do we get paid off of our CSPs? That depends on the IBO and their business plan. So when I was an IBO, I made $40 per pay period off of the CSPs. I didn't feel like it was right. So let's say a company is paying 14 an hour and I'm going to pay you 10 an hour because, well, I'm just going to pay you 10 an hour. Now, if you're a go-getter, like I'm a go-getter, you're going to work like 40 to 60 hours a week. So I get $6 per hour or $4 per hour that you make. $4 times 60, well, let's just see. Let me see if I can get my calculator up here. What? Okay. That's $240 a pay period. If you were to work 60 hours per pay period, okay, that's $480. So my plan as an IBO was to just charge $40 per pay period, flat. Let's just cover the fees. $40 per pay period for having you as my CSP and for me having to pay for the payroll services needed to cover that. So it depends on your IBO. If your IBO is paying for your training, you better believe that you are not getting paid the rate that's advertised within the products page, within the company's products page, which tells you your hours, your pay. If you're a CSP, you don't see the pay because the IBO can change that. They can say, okay, well, I'm paying for your training, so to get back the money I paid for your training, plus the money that I feel like I deserve for you being under my platform and for me being legally responsible for you, I'm going to pay you $8 per hour or $9 per hour per company. So to answer your question, IBOs can get paid in many different ways. However, we're not getting paid like from Arise personally for us having you on our platform. That's not how it works. We get paid off of you, which is basically, like I said, via per hour, per pay period, however they want to do it. Okay, so let's move on, because that's always a heated question. The next one here, it says, sorry, I'm looking at the computer. It says, does Arise have a system to help you keep track of your CSP's hours and pay? Hours, yes. Yeah, and pay, I guess so. But like I said before, it's pretty much going to be the same thing you guys see. They have something called Starmatic, and you'll log in. This is where you make your schedule. And then you also have invoices. So you'll be able to see your hours. You'll also be able to see the amount you're supposed to be paid. Now, I have never personally went in and adjusted a person's pay because we have to pay you guys off of a payroll system. We choose, so pretty much the money, how it works. Okay, let me just back up. How IBOs get paid is we get paid, it pretty much comes in one lump sum, right, to our account, and then we pay out. Okay, we pay out. So if a company is actually paying 14 an hour and we're paying you 10, then we're going to go in, look at the amount of hours you worked, and we're going to pay you $10 per hour. We're not taking out taxes because you're an independent contractor, but we are going to go in and pay you $10 per hour, and the remaining portion is going to be a kickback to us. The system I used was Intuit. I love Intuit. They're awesome. It doesn't matter how many instant transfers you do to your CSP's accounts. You can always just transfer it over right away on the pay date You transfer it right over. So I love it. They send you like invoices and paycheck stubs and things like that. So I love that system. How do you know how to distribute pay? What systems let you know that? So like I just said, the best way to know is to just log in and you'll be able to view your CSP's hours. Now, based off of how you're doing it, if you're taking $40 off the top, it doesn't matter how many hours they worked. You're taking $40 off. Now, you're just going to take the 40 and you're going to give the rest to them because that's their money. You're going to go in and see how much you're supposed to get paid. If they're supposed to get paid $9 an hour, and then times that 40, you're going to times the 40 hours, and you're minus your $40 and transfer the amount right over. I think there's a fly in here. Okay, so that's how you know how to distribute pay. The system, like I said, you always can just log into the Arise system. IBO platform is different from the CSP platforms. We have more systems, so you'll be able to see that as well. It says, do IBOs have to pay for training? Yes, people, we pay for training. The only way we're not paying for training is if Arise has some kind of raffle going on, or they feel like your company is gold status and they offer you vouchers to offer your CSPs. So that does happen. Sometimes we don't have to pay for the training. But personally, I've only not had to pay for training one time, and that was for my training. Via a voucher from Arise. So, yes, we still pay for training like you guys pay for training, unless your IBO is offering you free training. Unless they're going to pay for your training. We pay for training. Yes. Another person wrote, did you get your money back? I'm guessing you mean, did I get my money back when I was dropped from the client from Arise? No. When you go in and you schedule your class, before you make that payment, right, you have to go through all these steps. You have to go through an assessment. You have to go through a background check if required. The last step is going to be payment. And then right there, there's like a little question mark beside the dollar amount. And if you click on it, it's going to say, you are aware that there are absolutely no refunds. Like, there's no refunds. It says your IBO knows this. The CSP should know this as well. There are no refunds. Regardless of the circumstance, there's no refund. So, no, you did not get refunded because you were dropped from a client. No, you don't, unfortunately. But, you know, it's a business-to-business relationship. I don't feel any kind of way about it. The next question is IBO reference guide. So, in my previous video, I printed off a copy of this big book that Arise had in 2016 on their website. It was the Independent Business Owner's Reference Guide to Arise. It is 100% marvelous. It had companies in there where you could like rent a computer. It had insurance options for self-employment. It had everything. Unfortunately, though, my computer crashed. It was a very small, old computer, and it crashed. I always backed my files up with a USB, and then I also backed them up before Google Drive. That wasn't a thing. But before Google Drive, I would save everything to my email, and I started going through my emails today, looking at the attachments, and I think I may have found it. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'm not sure. But if I do have it, the person that asked for it, I will shoot you a message and a comment and get your email address if you didn't list it, and I will send that to you personally. I'm trying to figure out how to leave it on my blog as an attachment where you can just go and download. I'm going to figure it out. But if I have it, you guys can have it. It's awesome. I feel like it's awesome. Alright. Funny comment. What's up with the clicking? Are you nervous? So I watched the video. I don't even know what clicking, because I shoot videos off of my phone. So I don't know what I would have been clicking unless I was clicking like the computer. And I do click. I'm a clicker. I'm like click, 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 click. Like, I don't know. I'm a clicker. I'm sorry. No, I'm not nervous. I just do that sometimes. I don't know why. It just happens. That's funny. Alright. So, would you say being an IBO is worth it? To me, it's worth it because I'm one of those people that I just don't want to work for anybody else. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100% okay going to like day labor jobs, you know, like the companies where you can just accept one assignment, work one day, get paid the next day, and be like, all right, I'm out. I don't want to work here anymore. Or, that wasn't what I expected. Because sometimes you put all your eggs in one basket, right? You've heard about this job that pays 24 an hour, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this job. It pays 24 an hour. It's going to be great. And you read the description, you feel like you've done your due diligence, but really it's just the money amount in your ear. You're like, okay, I know what I could make with that. 5 hours, that's $100+, and then 8, oh my God, I don't know what I would do with that. So you're excited. Then you get the job, you start working, everybody is jerks, the job is super hard, you come home dirty, you got fiberglass all over your face. Yeah, I feel like being an IBO is worth it. Mostly because some of these IBOs out here, they're like friendly at first, right? They're like, come join me. Come closer. Come join me, right? And they're trying to get you. They're like, come on. Come over here. I'll pay for your training. I'll help you. You can call me day or night. Anytime you need, just call me, message me, ping me, get on the Facebook group, right? In the school. And then the first 2 weeks, you're getting notifications like, oh, you missed this group chat. Don't miss it anymore. And you're like, the whole reason why I wanted to work from home is so I can make my own schedule. And then I got this person in my ear, right, telling me that if I don't sign up for a class, right, if I don't sign up for a training within 2 weeks, I'm going to be dropped from her CSP list. They're going to drop you from the CSP list. Or if I don't work a certain amount of hours per week, which each client has a minimum SOW. Right? They have minimum hours you need to complete. But your IBO can say, if you're going to work under me, you got to work at least 40 hours a week. Because that's how I'm going to get my money back. They're not going to say that bluntly, but let's face it, that's what we all thinking. Because if your IBO is not servicing, then she's making her money off of you, which is cool. Because you knew that. You don't want to file for LLC. You don't want that. You don't have to be responsible for all of that. You got enough to take care of. So yeah, I would say that being an IBO is worth it. I am only an IBO because I don't want to be anyone's CSP. Pretty much. I want to know exactly what clients are paying. I want to work the minimum SOWs if needed. I don't want somebody telling me that I have to work, that I have to service 2 clients, or that I need to put in at least 40 hours a week, and that I need to be available on Mondays and Saturdays, and that's too much. So yeah, I feel like it's being worth it only because I like the position I'm in, and I feel like I'm only going to treat people how I legit want to be treated. So yeah, no. A person commented, it was a little long, but I got the end of it. It says, how can I get started again? I can't remember my username or my password. I believe that you can reach out to customer support and they'll be able to fix that for you. They're available Monday through Friday. I believe it's from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can reach out to them and let them know that you're locked out of your account. We all signed up with an email address. You want to provide that email address. And frankly, you should be able to reset your password with the email address. I think I've done that a few times too. So if you can remember your email address, reach out to support if you cannot reset your password by the link, which is right below the login. So I know this video was long. That is the only, those are the only, I had more questions, you guys, but that would have been a long video. So those are the only questions I have right now. I want to make a part 2 probably shortly. If you have any questions or you want to follow up with something I said, definitely leave me some comments. Like I said, you guys, I am an IBO because I do not want to be a CSP. But I also do not have any interest in attaining any CSPs under me. I know you guys are awesome and fabulous and wonderful. But right now, I'm trying to build a brand and a product and a YouTube channel. So if I was to be an IBO, I want you to have my full attention legitly. So, as always, you guys, thank you for watching. Sorry for the close-up of the face, but I'm filming this on my phone. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this, you guys. Just work with me. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Leave your comments below, like and subscribe so you can get my notifications. And I did leave the payment scale for the company that is paying $16 an hour on a rise. It starts on November 26th. feel free to go check out that payment scale on the website, the WAH365.wordpress.com. And that will be posted at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good day.